Good morning. Welcome to North Shore Technical Community College. Today we're going to be discussing hearing protection with our safety talk moment. First we want to cover is our hearing protection. There's a different varieties of hearing protection that are out there. There are earplugs, earmuffs. So today we're going to talk about what is the best protection for you. All right. First, let's talk about the damage that occurs without using hearing protection. OSHA has mandated that anything over at 85 or above decibels is doing damage to your hair cells in your ear. And once those hair cells are damaged, they never can be repaired. So we really want to make sure we take this seriously as far as hearing protection is concerning. A lot of our people are going back, renovating, doing demolition work, and they're not taking the hearing protection seriously. And so today we just want to talk about different hearing protections and what can we do to make sure that we're providing us a better safety environment. So first we want to talk about the hierarchy controls. Hierarchy controls is basically 5 components. It's elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administrative controls, and PPE. So today we have PPE, but let's not forget that PPE is the last result to any type of work that we're doing, okay? So first we want to do elimination. Say, hey, can we eliminate it? Does this work needs to be done, or can we find someone else to do it? Substitution is whatever we're using. Hey, can we find something that maybe is a little quieter piece of equipment, or put up sound barriers. Engineering control, like I said, sound barriers or anything that we can engineer out. Maybe buying a different piece of equipment that is quieter. Administrative control is basically when you're taking. You may be in a situation where you're being exposed to sound, and you may have people who are just standing around. Well, you might want to secure those people who are actually doing the work, make sure they're protected, and removing the people who are just bystanders away from the area to decrease their chances of being affected. Last result is PPE. Today, like I said, PPE is what we're going to be talking about. So the types of PPE we're going to talk about is, of course, hearing protection. We have several different types here. We have your reusable ultra fit earplugs. Second one is a no touch. It's also reusable. The no touch basically means that you don't have to really touch. So if your hands are actually dirty or grimy, that you don't have to worry about contaminating an earplug, but actually that grit and grime getting into your ear by touching it, because it has these little plastic tabs on the back that helps you to insert. Once again, this is more of a conventional here, your classic yellow ones that you normally see. Also here, this is just a normal type. You see two different sizes here, and that's pretty much that there's no particular ear canal the same size. So you may have to go back and forth and kind of see which one best fits you. Also, here's another type of reusable that you can actually add a string to. So this is all called the skull screws. And also we also know that we have the basic ear muffs. So in terms of using the proper ear protection, so on top of each one of all ear protection, they're mandated it's called the NRR rating. You see here. Each earplug that you may buy has a NRR rating. So how that NRR rating works. So as I stated earlier, that anything over 85 decibels is deemed to be doing some type of damage to your ear, long-term damage. So what we normally do is we normally go and buy just your generic earplugs and stick them in our ear, which may be fine in most cases. But when you're dealing with major construction where you're dealing with anything over 95, 100 decibels or more. So for example, your lawnmower is rated roughly 100 decibels. Rock concerts can get anywhere from 110 to 120 decibels. Different pneumatic tubes at certain times can be giving decibel ratings of 90 or over 100. So different situation that we can do, different changes, the decibel ratings. So how that works is, number one, it's very simple math. So whatever you take, whatever decibel that you're being exposed to, and it's a simple. You can either download an app or have industrial hygienist come out to actually do any kind of rating and hearing testing. But the simple way is that you get your app on your phone, kind of give you a rough estimate of what you're being exposed to. You take that exposure rate, you put it to the side. So, and you pick out whichever hearing protection that you want to use. Let's say if you want to use our classic over here, the yellow ones, they're pretty cost effective. and their NR rating is 29. So we take that 29 and you minus it by 7, right? Which gives you 22. Then you take that number 22 and you multiply it by 0.5 or divide it by 2, right? Which gives you 11. That 11 is the decibel resistance that it gives you against the decibel that you've been exposed to. For instance, if you're being exposed to 95 decibels, all right, so we take 95 and we'll subtract that by the 11 that we found, and that's going to bring that number down to what? 84, right? So it's 29. So you take that, the NR rating of 27, and you minus the 7, multiply by 2, you get the 22, and you multiply it against 11, all right? So you take that 95 decibel and you minus it by 11, which gives you 84. So that lets you know that this 29, NR rated 29, will give you 84 decibel of protection, which is lower than the threshold that OSHA requires you to have one. So